Hi guys, and welcome to Trading Card Talk. We're back. Something big happened last week. A guy called Logan Paul again, just in there. So we're gonna do what every other YouTuber has done on the topic,
including us
already on the First Edition podcast. So if you are not watching that, you need to go and watch that because it's 3 hours of absolute bliss and amazingness. But what we're gonna do is we're gonna react live to it. We're gonna speak about the impact it's going to have right now, the impact it's going to have in the future, and potentially maybe we'll have a little intersect about the impact of it in a decade. Is this going to matter in a decade's time? Will people look back at this in the Pokemon universe as a defining moment of crazy Pokemon times?
Of crazy goodness?
Hopefully, it wouldn't be good if it was badness now, would it?
No, it probably wouldn't. You do need to press the react button.
I was waiting for that instruction because I was looking at it.
React.
There we go.
And then we can go to there and we can 3, 2, 1.
Do I get the power?
Because the message is violence.
Okay, hold on 1 second, Carol. You are not going to like this video.
Carol spells her name weird.
Last October, I sat down for what I expected to be a mildly popular stream of a Pokemon nerd breaking open a $200,000.
Sorry to stop it straight away. Right, so it surpassed his expectations.
No, it didn't. No, it didn't.
What? No?
You're a liar. You knew this was going to be a worldwide event, Mr. Logan Paul.
No, he said it was going to be mildly.
No, he's a liar. Right, Logan doesn't do anything if it's not for views. He expected this to be huge. He hyped it up beforehand. He was selling packs for $11,111 per piece. He knew this wasn't going to be a small thing.
I think he knew it was going to be big, but quite so how big, I don't know. And I think actually he proves he doesn't think it was going to be as big as it was because of a later clip and mistake he makes later on.
A box of first edition cards.
We were in this video.
And boy, was I wrong.
This was
For the next 3 hours, 300,000 people watched a grown-ass man open shiny cardboard in his garage. Today, that video has over 11 million views. We raised $130,000 for mental illness, and Pokemon proved yet again why it's the highest-grossing media franchise in the world. I went to sleep that night with only one thought on my mind.
Is he not dating a model?
Do that again.
Why is he in bed alone?
Do you hear that? There's something special happening. And while you can't admit it, Pokemon is fucking huge. Logan for president! No, but seriously. Listen. Did you guys see the reactions of the people whose cards we pulled? Or
You didn't want to see ours. Weird that one didn't make the video.
Strange. It is odd. Very odd why we didn't make the video. But yeah, okay. Yeah.
Dan Fleischman and Steve Aoki when we pulled the Chansey. Did you see the fucking German guy who pulled the Charizard? And when Vinny from the Maverick Club on set, we pulled the Blastoise. It's a Blastoise! There's something special here, so I'm gonna just say this. I'm gonna buy every single first edition box on the planet. Yeah!
Well, stop it there. Did you see the guy's expression to the right? He was like, I don't think you are, mate.
I don't think you got the facilities for that, big man.
No, it's quite a claim.
Yeah.
And if any celebrity could do it for content, Logan is probably the one, right?
Yeah, but that's a lot of money. Like, I know this title is I spent $2 million. But that's not enough.
What do you think is enough? How much do you think he would... If he legit was like, I'm not putting this video live until every base set first edition box I know about is in my possession, how much do you reckon that? So he would have had to
reckon, considering the friends that he shows off later in the community, I'm saying 10 at least. 10. Like, I think it's more than 2. 2 is a single case as it gets onto. Like, it's 6. Not enough. There is definitely more than that out there. We've seen 3 opened in the past year.
Yeah, there is more than that out there. There's no doubt about that.
Financially right.
I'm selling my house.
I knew you were going to say that. I knew that was
Lana there with the insightful comments.
Hey, but I'm serious, guys. I'm going to buy every box on the planet and put on the biggest events of the year to the day that I die.
But it's interesting that
Does that mean he knows he's going to die in 6 years?
But no, it's interesting that he says Pokemon is the biggest event.
Yeah.
That's quite a statement. Like, he could do a lot of other things, like fight people or do music videos. I know he does both of those things, but
But he lost.
but he's saying that opening Pokemon is bigger than that.
Yeah.
That's quite intense, I would say.
What is? Sorry, I'm getting very confused at what's with all the flags. What is this room? Everything about this room is freaking me out.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie, the guy's just crazy.
He's like on a bunk bed.
Yeah. Ish.
It seemed so obvious. These first edition booster boxes are the rarest, most valuable, high demand, low supply item in the collecting world.
Green wing.
Well, there you go. He just said it, like, rare, low supply, desirable. So therefore, are we all stupid? Should we all have bought these we should have all bought these time and time ago. But I mean,
I'm glad we've got so many.
He said it to him. It was so obvious.
Yeah.
It wasn't that obvious. It wasn't obvious for a lot of people for a long time. These cards 2-3 years ago were not going for anywhere like this amount of cash.
Well, this box sold for $30,000, $40,000 to Jay, and that was 2 years ago.
Yeah, and he's saying it's obvious that I should buy more at 350k. That's 10x.
Which is dumb. Like, it's not dumb. Like, the number is dumb. Like, that's such a big number.
And he's basically saying it's a bargain.
Yeah.
That's what he's saying. He's saying I'm spending this much. It's gone up 10x, but I'm still getting great value.
There's 36 packs inside, and if you pull a Charizard like we did on my stream, it's worth $350,000. These boxes are...
Right.
I know you're going to say this.
Someone needs to make those.
I'm sure someone does.
Maybe
already.
me. But those are good. I really like these stands. They're
Holy
so
grails.
sick.
And as the saying goes, I had to catch them all. But here was the
STDs?
problem.
Every
Question
person
mark?
talks about this record sale, increases the price again and again.
$11,000 for a booster pack that
Big
used
up,
to cost
Danny.
$4.
First edition base set has sold at an auction $408,000.
This is just completely arbitrary pricing.
And
These
Scott.
are luxury good. It's just based on demand. That's all.
Right. So we're talking about a video that's going on about some of the most expensive things in Pokemon ever. And Scott shows up.
I love how it's just like it's arbitrary, like it's just luxury. And it is luxury
Yeah.
goods. He's not incorrect in saying that.
Yeah.
But the problem is the people now going after these luxury goods are incredibly rich.
Well, look directly behind him. Look, he's got just got like Blastoises galore, which I'm gonna presume I can't tell that
They're all
well.
first edition.
They're all first editions.
Yeah.
The man's got trophy cards. The man's got everything. The man's also, I've just noticed, got Pokemon Stadium sealed. But he's just got like, this is the king of hype in Pokemon, and he like. Some people will say he hyped it up for game, but no, he's just the man who knows. Like he's always been like the real guru.
It's the
hasn't he, of
knowledge
Pokemon?
base.
Yeah,
One of the massive knowledge
especially
base.
of things that most people can't afford, trophy cards and the high end
He
stuff.
made trophy cards and that lot actually visible to people.
Yeah.
I don't think a lot of people would have researched them. Like everyone would have known about base set and those cards, but trophy cards, people maybe not have made the effort to research themselves. But yeah, this is defining this whole thing. Like the first edition, the first box was defining, and this is something. This is long-term definition of a new market of luxury investable goods.
So before we squirtle on too much,
So although I bought one in September for $200K,
Throw it in the pool.
only now selling for the price point that I set, between $300,000 and $400,000. This was slightly troubling considering the same boxes were selling for $510 in 2007. That's roughly
God.
a 78,000%
Oh, he's gonna say the number. 78,000%
Oh.
increase since 2007. So, mate, you could have bought that box in 2007, and you are fine. You probably didn't need to work. You know, if you knew it was gonna happen,
Yeah.
like you were fine, man. You could.
well, you
take
still
out
have 13 years of waiting.
Yeah, but-
to go. But
78,000. I mean, if someone cleverer than us can do the maths and the breakdown of every month of how much that has actually increased, that would be pretty cool. But it wouldn't have happened as a curve, right? It would have gone.
well, no, it would have happened as a curve. Yeah, it wouldn't be
Yeah,
a linear
sorry,
growth.
yeah.
It'd be exponential as hell. It'd be
Yeah.
like up and up and oh my good grief! What just happened?
Exactly. So that's it's crazy, really. It's 700. Anyway, what a missed opportunity for so many people.
increase in 13 years, which isn't great for the guy who's trying to buy them all. Not to mention finding these
Sorry,
things
did you
is
see that
next
said
to impossible.
Logan Paul was priced out?
He's being a pain in the ass. He wants $375 all cash.
Uh,
I got a guy that's offered to buy two of them right now for
It's a little expensive, man.
Yeah.
This motherfucker tells me to tell you that the first box, $440,000.
Why is it so hard to find these boxes?
The people who have them want to keep them. I mean,
So straight away, there's 3 people, four boxes there, 3 people that he hasn't bought because they're too expensive.
Yes, but no, there is, and that means there's more, but
Yeah.
there's not many more. What I would say, more interestingly, is he said the people who've got these don't want to sell them, and that is the whole point of this inflation
Yep.
at the moment with Pokemon. People who have these items, especially the really rare stuff, and not even just the stuff, rarer than my stuff, like the real
Like
top tier,
yeah.
booster boxes, PSA 10 first edition stuff, and rare
Trophies, illustrators, the high ticket stuff that is more as much as a house in many circumstances.
That was always that expensive.
Yeah.
That was always, a massive stretch to buy. Those items aren't available because the people who bought them want to keep them. They've no interest in financial gain. They're obviously, most cases, they're half well off, or they've really saved up to be able to buy that item.
Yeah. You don't genuinely have to press the video.
I said that.
Okay, well, he has just been told it's his fault.
He's
as
gone
well.
out of full screen.
Obviously,
Okay.
if I knew it was going to be this big, I would have bought the boxes beforehand. I just didn't think people would care.
No, that's quite a big sentence.
Or is it that you didn't have the
Confidence.
bravery in it? Yeah, the confidence
To actually just go out there and buy 6,
'cause
knowing it was going to be a success.
You knew it was going to sell at $11,000 a pack.
But maybe he didn't think 36 times 6 would sell at $11,000 per pack.
Surely you should have known when he first put them up for the listing, because we know that loads and loads of people applied for that.
Yeah, they did. There's no doubt they did.
So...
But he obviously didn't have the initial, because spending 250 grand on a box is insane. But if you've got that sort of money, but spending 1.5 million on boxes when you're just not sure yet is another level.
Risk, innit?
Yeah.
So I was slowly coming to the realization that I could not do this alone. Luckily for me, when I first got into the hobby, I made some connections that turned out to be pretty.
It's you if you had more stuff.
This is it. This is the big boy.
Okay, fantastic.
It is
This is what you want to do.
He's a top tier collector.
Yeah, this is like the big boy of the scene.
Oh my god. Some dude paid $375,000.
Oh, this is so painful.
Resealed box.
Yeah, look, they're open. Yeah, no, that's a major issue.
They were on
No
a
joke,
live
mate.
stream. Imagine we opened it on our live stream and it was fake.
Dude.
My heart would sink.
That is exactly why this box looks the way it does.
Oh.
So it
The
does.
owner of this was TCA Gaming, Rusty. Had legitimate concerns back in April that this box might have been fake as well. He cracked it open to confirm that all the packs inside were legit.
So this is 1,000% real. Hey, what did I
Well,
pay
no,
for
it's
this?
just definitely real.
350K.
It's a lot
Can't
of
get
money
more than
for a box.
100%.
So the
This is
first one he
great.
bought
I
was
also bought some heavy
350.
packs from you. Let's go have some fun, huh?
Let's crack open some Shadowless.
Let's go! Chansey! Yeah! Yeah!
3, 2, 1, pull it!
Damn. The amount of different types of people in that room as well. Everyone's excited about that Charizard.
I do appreciate his genuine excitement.
Yeah.
Like, I do appreciate that. It's pretty cool.
Finally figured it out. No more phone calls. If I could make a connection with my sellers or leverage a relationship in
Like,
the Pokemon.
sorry, is it just me, or did the Pokemon really not look happy that he'd just given him a Charizard back?
Yeah, he didn't look.
He was like, excuse me?
Yeah, like he definitely sold him that one, didn't he? And he was like, oh no.
Oh, damn.
Damn it.
I knew I had a better chance of a successful transaction. And so, the momentum.
Oh, there he is.
Hey! Man of the moment!
Graded Gem USA,
It
ZMG,
is.
James. Yeah, so it's pretty cool that he was one of the sellers of these boxes.
Yeah.
Huh? So obviously he's one of the connections. And to be fair, James is well embedded in the community in the US.
James has got more stuff. Like, if you've seen his Instagram, than most people have ever like seen before. It's like, oh yeah, I've got a box of that. It's like, okay, yeah, cool.
How much did I pay for this?
$325.
Holy shit.
Do you think he's a bit annoyed that he paid 25 less?
Wow, this one is pristine. I got your package in the mail.
I'm gonna miss you, Box, but while you're going to a good home.
He sent it by mail.
And he,
Madman.
Is that guy from Australia? He sounded a little bit Australian in his thing.
Still mad.
Oh, get someone to fly.
Oh, there's no way I would send that by mail.
Steve Aoki did it for his illustrator.
No way.
Fly in a plane, not like Superman fly, but in a plane, and get that box in your hands. Do not send that via any courier,
especially
ever.
From one place to the other, because what happened? Yeah. Anyway,
especially over an ocean.
Yeah, man. Anyway,
as you know, you participated in our first box break, and you actually got a Venusaur.
That's pretty damn good.
Graded a 10. Perfect.
Oh, I guess we gotta talk about this.
For every holographic card that I pulled in one of my box breaks, that gets graded a 10. PSA has agreed to put this little tag, this Logan Paul break, up.
Right. Okay. The pedigree. The pedigree has existed for a very long time. This first Ed Logan Paul break is a version of the pedigree. You can't get it. You can't get a pedigree thing for pretty much any other card. It has to be either an extreme celebrity like Logan or somebody else that's collecting high value cards, or an extremely important and rare collection. And I don't mean your Hidden Fates SV full set of Gem Mint 10s. It's banging, but it's not going to get a pedigree. I mean like having a one of one of every single rookie card for the NBA Hall of Famers or something like that, and it has to be like worth a lot of money.
I think a lot of the worry was that this was going to be accessible to everyone, and it was going to there's pot 1 first edition Logan Paul, so therefore this is a different value to the normal one. Oh, it was going to bring down the value of everything because you'd have 10 different copies owned by different people. That's not the case. It's going to be for the very exclusive items.
Also, does that say 69 at the end? That feels like a very Logan thing to do.
It does. I don't think he did it on purpose. I don't think PSA would allow that, to be fair, unfortunately.
Top to give it like an extra premium.
That's awesome, man.
Hell yeah.
With 1.3
Wait. Where did the Blastoise come from then? Because that guy's called Venusaur.
So that's a different one.
That's awesome, man.
Hell yeah.
With $1.3 million in the hole, I still had yet to complete the biggest transaction of my life.
2 boxes, $675. It's done.
Gotcha.
$337,000, 500 extras.
Yeah, let's do it. All right, fantastic piece.
Can we just appreciate how ridiculously muscular that man is as well? He's a tank.
He is a tank.
Oh my god. Has he got a Game Boy?
Yeah.
So cool.
Yeah, so cool.
It's such a little... Oh, horrific. Why did that need to go? I
think it's a bit too staged for me, that
yeah,
one.
like he might have even been playing the Game Boy. But it doesn't look like he was playing the Game Boy because it's... Why does that clip made it in?
It's not even on, is it?
I don't know. You can't tell with how bad their screens are. I'm not going to lie.
That's true.
Collector's cash.
What gets you excited about this shit?
Short answer is watching you and fans, anybody that loves Pokemon, watching their eyes light up. We sell memories here. That's all we sell.
For money.
We
sell memories in return for money. Your cash, mate.
What's your favorite Pokemon? Tell me.
But I have a Squirtle tattoo.
Do you think Logan could sport this and make it look good?
This is what I bought.
Sorry, I don't want to call out collector's cash, but you said you watch Logan, and that really brings joy to you. He goes on all the time about how his favourite Pokemon's Squirtle, and he's got tattooed next to his dick.
You know what I'd find really funny? Is that if after that shot he went, yeah, $12, please.
This is what you bought. We nicknamed it the Hawaiian box because the one owner that bought it went on a 10-year anniversary to
Also,
Hawaii. We nicknamed...
Does that date this?
Yes.
That's Halloween, isn't it?
Yeah,
Bury the
it is,
Hatchet
yeah.
as well. So this is in October, most likely. So it does date it. So this was not long after his initial stream.
Yeah, that was September, wasn't it?
Yeah, which I'm actually surprised about because I wouldn't. If it was me, I mean, obviously I'm not Logan Paul and also I don't have an insane amount of cash. But if I did, I wouldn't have bought it immediately after. I would have let the hype die down over 3-4 months.
But did it?
Then
for first edition base boxes?
Yeah, I think there was drawback.
I don't know. Logic's Charizard and stuff like that. That was the highest price ever, and that was 2 months after. And then after that, there was another highest price sale.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Kept going up and up and up and up and up because these people are crazy.
They are crazy.
And too rich.
They are
Scarily
too
rich.
But yeah, straight after, I would have just thought people would be like, well, this is only going to go
Mm.
one way. We definitely saw that in all the other
Because
collectibles.
the one owner that bought it went on a 10-year anniversary to Hawaii, and they bought the box in Hawaii.
I love the
Stuck it
Harry
in his
Potter
closet
backing
for
music.
21
Did he go on
years.
an anniversary for his 10th wedding anniversary holiday, or did he go on a 10-year anniversary? Because I'd like to go on a 10-year anniversary. 10-year holiday.
The Hawaiian box.
Pineapple on pizza.
Love it.
Oh my god. I can feel the good vibes too.
Can you feel the energy?
I know there's Charizards in here. I can't tell if there's 2 or 3.
So our prediction.
Such a laugh.
There's 2 Charizards in that box.
I've got to say, that's a bit suspect, isn't it? You can't
Yeah.
be like, yeah, my prediction is there are 18 in there. That's not the point. Do you know what I
Actually,
mean?
all 12 hollows
Yeah.
in that box
Oh,
are
man.
Charizard. And in fact, no, sorry, there's 13 hollows. 12 of them are Charizard and one's Blastoise.
Don't get me wrong. I hope there is.
Finding these boxes.
I don't, because we're not getting a pack.
Yeah, I think we got
I'm
burnt
so
enough.
glad it's almost over.
Best thing comes in pairs, right? Box
Do
number
they? I don't know if the best things do go in
almost
pairs.
21 years ago. He bought 20 boxes originally, and he's been slowly selling the boxes. 21 years, same owner, in a closet.
Why would you buy 20?
Boxes have officially
They come in cases of
come out
6.
the closet. How much money am I holding in my hand?
So you're holding $750,000 right there.
Whoa, whoa, whoa.
That was a great pause.
No, he said that was 675k.
Mm,
But now it's
Still.
$750,000. Why have you added 75 grand on there, mate?
still hurts. Still, it's a lot. Of
Unless
money.
it's sales tax.
Yeah, could be, but it's a lot of money
But
one
still,
way or
I-
the other.
mm.
I'm not gonna.
This is my biggest Pokemon purchase, man.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
It's been an absolute pleasure working with you.
Seriously.
You've
COVID.
been so good for Pokemon. I've got to say this. Your love for the game has taken it to another level, and I can't think of a better
Used your
person selling
catchphrase?
boxes than you, bro.
Thank you, bro.
You're welcome.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Congratulations.
Such
give
a
you a hug.
dick. Isn't it?
I want to give you a hug because I am now very rich.
Yeah, the guy's like, I'll give you a hug for 700 grand.
Would you give me a hug for 700 grand?
Yeah. 700 grand. Yeah.
After completing the biggest
So better
deal of
keep
my
nothing
life and
less.
almost
Better
getting
keep
a
building,
hard
bro.
time, TSA insisted on checking my bags. It was time to head
Why
back
is he
to
on? I
LA
don't
for
get
a
that. It's
break.
crazy, isn't it?
He's just a knob. I love it.
Yeah, it's funny. It's definitely funny.
Why'd you stop at 6?
I have finally acquired the most
Pussy.
valuable Pokemon collection in the world, and I'm going to be opening one of these first edition boxes on February 27th, aka Pokemon Day, the 25th
I want to show you this as well.
Pokemon.
2 of these people, they just start making out on the side next to the boxes. It's a very look.
Yeah.
So they've started making out, and then they just start like going over the table. It's very weird.
Right now on goldenauctions.com, the link is in the description. So if you want to be included in this
Watch the
historical
next
event
clip.
and get that Charizard or 1 or maybe 2 or 3, go bid. And if you're into cryptocurrency, winning
What's
bidder
going
will
on?
be gifted a 1 out of 44 customized holographic first break Logan Paul NFT, basically a digital collectible. Only 40.
I can Photoshop that and make you one of those if you want.
Should we move back to us? How
So
do
our
we
big
do that?
faces. You press the Sony button.
Cool. Right, with big faces.
Oh,
That was interesting to say the least, wasn't it? So he's come back. He's 6x'd it. He's spending millions of pounds or dollars, actually. Yeah.
$2 million.
$2 million. So, you know, he's obviously got confidence that that's the minimum amount they are worth.
Yeah.
Right. So he's obviously got that confidence. So therefore, it's only going to go up from here, in his opinion. And it's not going to crash anytime soon, because if it was, he'd probably put all 6 up and he'd be trying to sell them as quickly as possible. His belief is Pokemon is here to stay for the next 2 years minimum. And that's interesting. That's such a high-profile figure has that belief. And I wonder what effect this is going to have. I kind of know. I've already seen it.
Have we? Have we seen it? I think we may have seen it.
Yeah, so...
Did we get a lot of posts today?
Yeah, loads. we got a lot of posts every day since, basically. A lot more phone calls, a lot more email. And that's fine. Guys, you can keep communicating. But, like, it's obvious the fire's back under the belly, isn't it? Like, you know, people are really wanting, right, no, I need to get them off as soon as possible. I need to get them to PSA. I need to get them graded, get them back. And that's great. I mean, that's brilliant. But it's going to be interesting to see what happens. Returns are going to start coming back now, thankfully. Standard ones, obviously not the ones they were coming back anyway, but the standard ones are going to start coming back. And demand is going to be at an all-time high. We have never, ever been in a position where this many people are involved in the market.
$10,000 starting bid.
It's just an insane amount of money, right? Like, what else can you get with 10? You can get a good little car. You can do a lot
like
with
you're
10.
mocking me.
Well, you did buy the pack instead of the car, bro, and that's
it's very true. I did.
That's a you problem.
However, I wouldn't buy another one because we've had our fun.
I don't think I could go through that.
No,
again.
we've had our fun, and as you guys have seen, we're opening more stuff on the channel. I'd rather open our own stuff. I think now we've had the fun once.
Yeah, exactly. Where is this going to take us? It's going to take us into a new era of Pokemon. What's the effect over the next 6 months to a year? Then let's discuss that quickly.
Over the next 6 months, I believe that Pokemon continues to expand and grow in all the glorious and dreadful ways it has in the past 6 months. People are still going to be going and buying out every single product. People are still going to be going out and raiding McDonald's for their packs or raiding cereal stores and all that good stuff. However,
however,
I think there is going to come a point where the value to go out and buy a new box or something doesn't make sense. I think the values only carry on rising for the old stuff, the super valuable stuff, or the super hyper rare stuff. I think we've seen the amount of modern.
That wasn't me saying it.
Yeah, everyone is buying modern. Everybody's buying modern. I'm buying modern.
It's sold out everywhere.
I'm buying modern because I can't buy old. I'm not buying it to make a quick profit. To be fair, anyone trying to make a quick profit off it, congratulations. PSA takes a long time. You're not going to do it quick. But I feel like the WotC first editions, the base set first editions, the trophies, the illustrators, that stuff stays high. I think everything else comes down, or at least calms down a little bit. Even if the price doesn't come down, if it calms down a little bit, I don't think people are going to be making tens of thousands of pounds off buying a case of Vivid Voltage, for example.
Okay, cool. So it's good. It's still the craze. I think I agree with a lot of that. I think the craze is still going to be here. People are still going to be going mad for Pokemon. Modern, at the end of the day, it has got to. It's obvious, right? It's as obvious as the GameStop stock. Yeah. It's got to come down at some point.
Sorry, GME.
Yeah, it's got to come down because there will be a supply and it will be a large one. However, that doesn't mean that the demand won't be there to pick it up. And
no, for sure.
It doesn't mean it's going to fall flat on its face. I don't believe that.
It just means it won't shoot up every single time there's a new sale.
Yeah. It won't just keep going. I guess the other impact is, does this basically mean a crash is so far more unlikely? Because you've got one of the biggest, at the end of the day, influencers in the world backing Pokemon. And influencers, at the end of the day, they have a massive impact, If a load of influence goes, this is the thing to do, a lot of people are going to do it. And now you've got the biggest influencer in the world almost going, this is the thing to do. And that's going to mean more influencers. More influencers, more celebrities, all jumping on this, going, well, Pokemon has got value. And therefore people believe it. So I think for the long-term future of Pokemon, it's good. It's brilliant, in fact. I think this means this hobby is going to be around like sports in 10, 20 years' time.
I think there is going to be a secondary thing that's going to happen, though. And it's going to be to do with the collector's market, but not directly influenced from the collector's market, not from people buying or selling. I think Pokemon are going to increase their production a lot more.
Oh, yeah, 100%.
Because at the moment they're selling out. No company ever wants to sell out. We have Grade Fit. We don't like it when Grade Fit sells out. You guys might think, oh, that's good. You sold everything. Surely you made some money. That's not good. Because the thing you want to do is you constantly want to be selling something. You constantly want to be earning new customer base, new fan base, new whatever. You constantly want to be getting more cash in any way you can. And if Pokemon has to just print more to meet demand, they will.
Well, you got to match supply and demand.
Yeah,
right. That's what the aim of any business is. If you that's what you need to do. So they will print more. To be fair, I think it's been confirmed by numerous sources that is going to be the case. So it's going to be interesting what effect that has on it, because then there'll actually be physically more cards out. And therefore, I would say anything that was when not in that era is instantly more valuable because they've not had 4 different printing presses going at it.
Well, you've kind of seen it with the cereal packs. Every single pack has the holo Pikachu. Every single one. So the holo Pikachu, what would usually be seen as like a chase card, it's the 25th anniversary, it's the mascot of Pokemon, blah, 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 blah. It's the most common card in the set.
They're trying to make it accessible, and that's the way they should do. Because without kids getting these cereals and without kids getting these promos, they haven't got any value long term. And Pokemon always has to think long term. It's whether they overshoot, all right. It's whether they go printing press crazy, and then the demand isn't there for a particular few products. And then people get concerned because then they're like, well, why is that still there?
But at the moment,
I swear this was crazy.
Everything is selling.
It is, and it's no underestimation that absolutely everything, like blister packs, the free packs that would never sell forever, they sell. Everything's selling. Every opportunity.
If you can get any product now, any product at retail,
that's a good.
You're winning.
Yeah, you're winning. You're good.
You're literally earning money.
So,
like current prices.
I know this has been a lot about the market, but for collectors, I would say there's positive and negative sides. One, that gives you a whole new base of people to interact with. It means your hobby is more popular, so therefore there are benefits to that. There absolutely. This whole community at Graded Gem has seen massive benefit from Logan Paul doing these boxes. A lot of you have been wanting a great card. A lot of you have been chatting. A lot of you watch these videos, and we really appreciate it. And that's the positive side. The negative side is it's damn hard to get any product. It's damn hard to actually engage properly because you can't actually show you, I just got one pack because I can't afford much and I just want this one. Oh, that's pretty cool. And like, it's really difficult to engage right now. So hopefully, Pokemon will sort it. But it's just about the time they sort it.
I also think there's kind of a worry for a lot of people on Instagram and stuff. Like I feel it myself when I'm on Instagram. Every post at the moment is, I'm selling this, I'm selling that, I'm trying to buy this. No one's like showing off their collection. But I think at the moment, people are genuinely a little concerned as to, should I sell my collection? You've spoke about it before to me. Do you think it's time to sell?
I think for the old lot, it's definitely a question. I think the old lot, you saw a lot of them there selling their base set first edition boxes. They believe this is peaked. And because these sorts of values were impossible. I mean, there's obviously collections I'd never sell, the Neo Destiny, the Prime Stealth Speed, but I mean, there's other collections where I'm like, I don't really care so much about them, and now people are offering life-changing money for those sets, and it's always going to be a question, always, for every single collector.
Do you think that stops people posting their collections, though? Do you think that worry of how intrinsically valuable these items are, that what happens now if I just get a million messages asking me to buy it? Or even worse, what if I get targeted in some way?
Yeah, I think the purchase thing has always been a thing. Like, even back 2-3 years ago, if you put a card up, someone would want a DM you or put in the comments, oh, I'll have this off you. And then you're like, no, go away. But the problem is when you get like 10 of those a day, which is definitely, I was probably getting about 5 or 6 a day when I was putting the Neo Destiny lot up. Like, people would just go, oh, are you selling these? Oh, what about this? What about that? Like, there was a mad amount of interest, but actually it was just me showing my favourite part of my collection. It's turned into a marketplace right now, and that's the way it is. And with Logan, he's changed the game again. So people are taking their position to secure themselves. You know, they're buying what they think is going to be worth more after this Logan 4, and they're selling what they think is not going to be worth more. So people are taking recollection of their collections and trying to work out, what am I going to do? How am I going to be involved? And that's it, really.
Do you have advice for how people should collect during this craziness?
Keep what you love, because anything you sell now and you love it and you lose it, you're going to regret that forever. You know, and even if the price crashes by like 5 times, don't worry about it. You know, you've got it, you own it, you can hold it. Is there an opportunity to sell? Certainly. You know, if you bought the cards, if you bought the cards at low price now, you know, I'll use some WotC first edition examples. The Team Rocket set, I probably bought the whole lot for £2,500. That is now worth $40,000, $45,000 in some cases. and it's an extreme amount of money.
Yeah.
You could do a lot with that. I could go and upgrade my car. I could. Sorry.
Buy me a car.
I could buy Tom a car. I could actually do both of those things with that amount. But you can do things with that money that maybe, looking at the cards, maybe that value is gone now in some instances for some of you. Maybe you've gone, well, I've done it. You know what I mean? I've completed it. I've had these cards for 3-4 years, so maybe I don't need them for the next 3-4 years. However, definitely keep what you love. And on top of that, even if you don't love them, definitely keep something. Because what happens if this does explode again to another level?
Another level? What about collecting new stuff, though? Do you just go ahead and buy it now? Do you wait? Or do you like I know for a fact that you've got some things down there that you've bought very recently.
Yes.
And in a year's time, that might be more expensive. A lot more.
Yeah, but
it might not be.
I'm going after a very particular... I want to be the first person in the world to go for the whole Prime PSA 10, so it's quite a particular thing, isn't it?
Yeah.
Whereas for everyone else, if you have loads of... If maybe you've got a load of sealed stuff, at the end of the day, sealed... let's put this into practical words. You should not worry that Pokemon's going to crash and burn and not be be irrelevant. That's not going to happen. However, on the flip side of that, this isn't going to be something that can just grow forever. The base set Charizard First Edition is not going to be worth $100 million. It's not going to happen, unfortunately. Probably not ever. So this isn't something that's just constantly can increase. Logan Paul can't now go and buy 6 more base set First Edition boxes to break. He could buy other sets. And that would open up a whole nother door of speculation, craziness. And I am actually surprised he didn't buy another set, personally. Or maybe he has, and maybe they're for later times. But I'm surprised he didn't buy Neo Genesis First Edition, Neo Destiny First Edition. The more big sets, the ones that are exciting. Maybe even Team Rocket with Dark Charizard in it, the exciting sets to open.
Skyridge.
Gym Challenge, yeah, there you go, yeah. Like the ones that are exciting to open that he could really engage his viewers with. And that's a risk you've got to take, because maybe you are going to sell a set, and then Logan Paul opens it, and then it goes... It's the amount of eyes on the market. And
it's a crazy time.
Yeah.
Crazy time.
And these decisions are big. They're impactful. They can change people's lives. Buying or selling can change people's lives. People who bought Base Set Unlimited at the height of it, they've lost thousands of dollars.
Yep.
So it's a risky game right now, is all I'm saying. And just be careful.
Pikachu stole our focus.
He did. He always steals our focus. To be fair, he's probably more interesting. But yeah, it's going to be a great year to be involved in Pokemon, because he's going to open some of these boxes. I can't imagine it's just one. I can imagine it's probably one every 3 months or 4 months. So it's going to be a great year to be involved. And is there any final thoughts from you, Tom? What is it like being a collector who hasn't maybe travelled the whole way? You weren't here 5 years ago, 4 years ago. You've come into it later on.
I was only made a couple of years ago. I was in a factory.
In the manufacturing order.
Yeah. It's weird because at first I was kind of disappointed that I didn't get as much English as I wanted.
Mm-hmm.
And I couldn't get it. However, that made me look to other things. That made me look to Digimon and Harry Potter and even the Medabot stuff and all the weird stuff that I opened. But it also made me look to Japanese. And I did my stream of opening my stuff. I can tell you for a fact, Vivid Voltage was the most boring thing I opened. Legendary Heartbeat was more fun. Tag All-Stars was 1,000,000 times more fun. And Shiny Star V? Wow. Opening Japanese sets, if you kind of... You know that feeling when you open a pack and you're like, oh, got a pull.
Yeah.
You get that every pack in Tag All-Stars. And
apart from the pack I opened.
Yeah, but
I opened one pack.
Well, you got 2 holos, you get a GX.
Yes.
The feeling never dissipates. And English sets, booster boxes, boring, dull. Collection boxes or tins or anything that isn't a booster box, exciting because you've got more of a random chance. A booster box, you hit that full art or you hit that secret rare, dunzo. So I'm kind of enjoying that. I've had to spread out. Mm-hmm. I'm enjoying that. I'm really enjoying it. I've still got Tag All-Stars left.
I think that's something that you have to do, right?
Yeah.
If you can't get exactly what you want because you've been priced out, then go looking for other options. I like the idea of the Digimon, the Harry Potter, and the Metabots, you know. And then if you have a connection to those, though, I'm not going to dismiss it. You know, I have a connection to none of those things. So therefore, well, Harry Potter, I like the movies, and I did read the books, but it's not as, you know what I mean? I'm not.
Well, even the other day, I showed you my books, and you were like,
cool.
"Whoa,
Yeah,
you're like, that's sick."
But it's not something
Yeah.
maybe I would go after, but I can appreciate why other people do. And maybe you have those. Maybe you like something that's a bit odd.
These plushies.
Yeah, maybe you do like something that's a bit odd. Go for it. Have a bit of fun with it. That's the advice I could give, really. Pokemon's not the be all and end all. There are many other TCGs out there.
Try Nomicop. Nomicop is pretty good.
Nomicop might be quite good. Anyway, I think this video has gone on for far too long. We're supposed to be a 20-minute thing, and we've doubled that time easily. So apologies for the same video idea as everyone else, but we did think of it first. So please subscribe, like, and we'll see you next Monday.
See you next time, guys.